Hey, good morning, folks. I just wanted to make a quick welcome video. Hopefully, it's quick for our English class. We can use this for both honors and reg because the rules are kind of the same for both of them. I won't make a video every time we do notes or things like that, but I'd like to do it more. So, anyway, I got my coffee. So here we go. So this is kind of what we're gonna go over today. I didn't change this PowerPoint from uh, the original, so we kind of get to skip the whole icebreaker activity. Kind of, not really. There's an activity on Google Classroom that we'll do, but it is not nearly as painful as a usual icebreaker. So I guess that's one good outcome for distance learning. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself first because I'm super interesting. So first, some info about me. I went to the University of Minnesota uh, once for my bachelor's degree, and then again to get my teaching license, teaching, and my master's in teaching. Um, Before that, I went to Anoka-Ramsey, so I spent 5 semesters at Anoka-Ramsey Community College, and then I moved on to the University of Minnesota. I have 2 cats right now. I'm calling them my coworkers. We've got Shiva and Raja, and we have a dog named Moose, who actually just came into the room. He's not that small or cute anymore, but maybe you can see him. Moose, come here. Moose, come here. Come here. Nope. All right. Well, I tried. I'm sure eventually he will make an appearance on some of these recordings because that's what he does. Um, Hopefully soon. Um, because it's warming up outside, I'll be able to ride my motorcycle. That's usually my primary mode of transportation when it's not freezing outside, but we'll see. Oh, in September of last year, I got married. That's my wife, Amber, the one in white, because that's usually what brides wear. A little bit more about me. Uh, I always I always think about changing this because I'm not sure it's true anymore. But one of my favorite uh, musical artists, one of my favorite bands is Pink Floyd. I say one of my favorites because it kind of changes often. Um, and of all of Pink Floyd's albums, one of my favorite album I think is "Wish You Were Here." That's this one right here. Um, I'm also really into superheroes. Um, and I like Batman and Iron Man. I think if I had to choose between, well, no, not I think, definitely Batman is my favorite one. Batman is, in my opinion, much cooler than Iron Man. Um, I drink a lot of coffee, in case you couldn't tell or didn't know. Um, and sorry, I think Caribou is better than Starbucks. Not sorry. I also do play some video games. I'm playing a little more now since we're trapped inside. But I do have an Xbox One. Yes, I have an Xbox One. I'll probably never waste my money on another console again because I also have a PC, and I'd much rather spend $400 on upgrading that because I could use that for other things than just having a console. Plus, all of my friends have PC now, so it doesn't really matter. And I feel like as a language arts teacher, I got to make sure that I tell you what my favorite book is. So one of my favorite books, again, just like music, this kind of changes a lot, is Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. It's a really good book about a guy who time travels and travels into space. Uh, it's kind of a crazy book. It makes sense when you read it, obviously, but yeah. Okay, these are just some rules, the basics for class. Again, these are going to be kind of different now that we're doing distance learning, but I wanted to uh, talk to you about that in this recording. So, yeah, number one is treat others with respect and kindness, obviously. Come to class ready to learn. What I basically mean is whatever time you set aside for English, make sure that you are in like 100% buying into English class. Make sure that you're ready to go. We are not going to bombard you with tons of work. But when you are doing English stuff, just please make sure that that's what you're doing. Participate, make sure you're doing your stuff on time as best you can. I recognize that things are crazy and stuff doesn't always work out. Like perfect example is I wanted to get started for work at 7:30 this morning. But before I could do that, my dog made a mess in the house and I had to clean it up. So I understand that things come up and make that challenging. So just please do your best. If something does come up and you're running a little, like if you're several days behind or you're running a little late, please let me know and we can work through that. I'm going to be as flexible as I possibly can during this time because things are crazy. Oh yeah, keep phone use to a minimum. This is for in class. I obviously won't know if you're using your phone, and if you are, fine. Doesn't really matter. Maybe you're on Google Classroom on your phone. This is obviously not important for our distance learning, which means I also can't take them. It would definitely go against social distancing if I saw your phone in a video and went to your house and took your phone. It just wouldn't make sense. Materials that you'll need. You won't really need a folder anymore because everything's going to be on Google Classroom. You will want something to write on, though. There will still be notes, and those notes may come in handy for you next year. So make sure you have that. Also, you're going to need things to write with to take those notes. Please don't knock over my coffee, dog. Oh, yeah, there he is. Also, the text that we're reading, all of that stuff is going to be available online, so make sure you have access to that. I'm sending out links, I'm sending out PDFs. Make sure that you can access those. If there's some sort of issue and you can't access them, please email me and let me know. Because if I don't know, I can't fix it. If it works for me, I'm going to assume it works for you, and that might not be the case. And obviously, you're going to need access to a computer and the internet. The district, obviously you have access or else you wouldn't be able to see this, but the district is setting things up for you to do that. So please make sure that you have all of that figured out. There's my email. If you need anything, please, if you do need something, email me. I don't know, because we won't be seeing each other face to face, it's going to be that much harder to interact and for me to read you as a reader, for me to understand and read your face and figure out if you need help. So please, if you need help, if something isn't clear, please send me an email. I'll be checking that often. If we need to, I can figure out office hours for Google Hangouts, things like that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're going to skip this. This is what I would like you to do for your homework. So we're going to do a quick free write. So 15 years ago, and this is probably the last time I'll be able to use this because next year it'll be 16 years because I'm getting old. 15 years ago, I was in your place. I was a freshman in high school. I graduated in 2008. There are two pictures of me when I was a senior in high school. There you go. So I was a freshman about 15 years ago. So what I would like you to do is in Google Classroom, make a comment and tell me, where do you see yourself in 15 years? When I was a freshman in high school, I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I wanted to be a police officer. And then I wanted to be a lawyer again. And then I thought about being a firefighter. And then I decided that, I do want to be a teacher. So there's also, just because you write it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going to happen. But anyway, that's what I'd like you to do for your assignment today. And that's where we're going to stop for now. So please email me if you need anything. Otherwise, keep up on Google Classroom. and I will see you all again soon.